Alright, okay, this is me having a second go at this because I kind of messed up the first time and got a bit confused. You have to excuse me, I've just gotten in, um, so I'm a bit sort of all over the place. And that was from before as well. Okay, now, guys doing health, you need to come up with a stratified sample. The way you stratify your sample is up to you. By that, it depends purely on your hypothesis. Right, the requirements of level 3 are that you compare two sets of data, and each set of data is made up of 50 values. So you need to have at least 100 things altogether. Okay, so the way you stratify your data depends entirely on what you want to investigate. Let me give you an example so you can see what I mean. Let's say you want to investigate, you want to compare key stage 3 to key stage 4 for, I don't know, like something generic like healthiness, and you're going to measure that by their height and their weight, maybe looking at their BMI or something like that. So that's a way they take it even further. That's the kind of good thing with level 3. Alright? Personally, I feel that just taking a random sample from key stage 3 and key stage 4 isn't good enough, because you could end up with 50 year 7s and then 50 year 11s. That's why you need to stratify it. So you find out how many people are in key stage 3 altogether. So let's see, it starts at 3 and ends at 815. So there are 813 in key stage 3 altogether, for example. Okay, find out how many year 7s there are. So the way to do that is if you click data, sort. There's probably a better way to do this that you're aware of, but sort by year group, smallest to largest. Now all the year 7s will be together. So 7, there we go, count 282. So there are 282 year 7s out of the, 813? So 282 divided by 813 equals that, and then you times it by a sample of 50. That gives you, pardon me, 17.34. So you would pick 17 year 7s. Okay? Personally, I think you could take it further, because 17 year 7s, you could ask 17 boys from year 7. You could ask 17 girls from year 7. Alright? Okay? I think for level 3, actually, if you just did that, what I've done, just pick 17 year 7s, you're probably okay, because you're going to use a random number generator. But if you really wanted to show off, you could divide it even further, and that's what I was trying to show here. That key stage 3 is made up of years 7, 8, and 9, and year 7 is made up of girls and boys. Okay? So you could find out how many year 7 girls there are, how many year 7 boys there are. So the way to do that, again, is if you go back to sort. So that's because I've got only one column highlighted. If you go back to sort column 1, year group, add level, gender is 8, column 8. Now that's sorted by year group and by gender. You probably already know how to do all of this, I'm just making sure that you do. So how many females in year 7 are there? 131. So, you could break it down even more. So 131 divided by 813 times 50. So you would pick 8 year 7 girls. You see what I mean? That's how it works. Alright, now you get into the part of how do we actually pick them. Right, you can't just pick them at random, because as much as you'd like to believe it, you're not as random as you think you are. You need to get the computer to do the work for you, and this is how you do it. Go to column 1, right click, click on insert, and then go to this column here, the one that matches up with the person that's at the top of your list. Let me start from scratch so you can see what I'm on about. Alright, here we go. Right click, insert. So we match it with the person at the top of the list. So if you haven't changed anything, if you haven't saved any changes, it should be, oh gosh, Masuma Abbas. In this cell, you type in this very specific instruction, equals rand, open bracket, close bracket, press enter. That will generate a random number between 0 and 1. What you're going to do is click on that cell now, that little box there, drag it all the way down to the very bottom, and that will generate a random number for each individual child. Now every time you manipulate the spreadsheet, it will change the random numbers just to make sure that they're as random as possible. Okay, you don't really need to worry about that too much. Now we go to data, we go to sort. Oh, I might just want to point out that I'm using Excel 2007, but you'll find that all Excels, they work the same, it just might be that the buttons are in different places. So you go to sort, right, sort by, let's go back to the top. There we go. So, damn dirty ape! I know why I was doing that. It's because I had the bottom cell selected. I click there. Sort. There we go. Right, sort by year group. And gender. So it's going to sort them by year group and then by gender. So, it sorts them, it'll get all the year 7s together and then split them into male or female. If you did it the other way around, it would put all the females together, so you'd have loads and loads and loads of females, and it'd be like 7, 8, 9 girls, and then it'd be 7, 8, 9 boys, alright? Then, you're going to add in your random numbers, which are column 1, alright? When you click on OK, what it's done is it's sorted them all into year 7s, male or female, and those random numbers have just totally randomized the names. So now you can say we figured out we needed to pick, 8 year 7 girls, so you just pick the first 8. And those are the ones you pick for your sample. Okay? Once you've done all that, you've done it for whatever you need to do. If you were doing something like I did, you've picked your year 7 boys as well, you've picked your year 8 girls, you've picked your year 8 boys, blah 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 blah. Basically, right, delete all the stuff you don't need. Like literally highlight the whole thing. Keenan and Miguel. Delete it. Well, do a better job of it than me. Okay? So in the end, you'll have just what you need, and then print it off and bring it into school with you. Or save it and print it off in school, whatever. You're going to need it for our lessons, alright? I think that's enough for you to get started and try it out. If you're not feeling 100% after I've explained that to you, I don't blame you. There's a lot going on. Look at all this information. Have a go. Just try it out, see what happens. The worst that can happen is it doesn't quite work out for you, and you just come in and say, I tried it out, this didn't quite work, and we can take it from there. Alright? Okay, good luck.